Alright, you beautiful humans, welcome back to the Oscar Moore Golf channel. Today we're back at Marangaroo Golf Course, but we've got a different idea in mind. We're not just playing the back nine like usual, we're going to go 100% locked in. So we're going to give this a go. I'm going to take everything into account, not playing ego shots, playing smart shots. The grain, the green, landing spots, approach shots. Should we be going at the pin or should we be going at the center of the green? That's why you can tell I've got my 5-iron in hand off the tee. We're not going to be clearing that tree on the left side. I have also warmed up this time, unlike last time where we just went straight into it. So I'm feeling somewhat confident over the ball today, a lot more than last time. But yeah, let's see what we can shoot if we're 100% locked in. Hopefully that wind's not too bad, but yeah, let's give it a nudge. First tee, the 10th or the first, little dog leg left. Just got my 5-iron in hand. Goal is just to keep it straight and get a second shot in. That's the smart play. Don't try clear the trees. That's going to work beautifully. Somewhat center fairway, could have been a little bit further, but either way, we've got a second shot in. So yeah, we'll take that. We've landed in the fairway. It's rolled a little bit right, so we're not perfectly center, but the goal today is to not make like a lot of silly mistakes. I play ego golf a lot of the time. I want to clear trees, I want to hit big bombs, and you saw from last video how that went. I topped, thin/topped, maybe like 6-7 shots, possibly even more. I think I had like 4 birdie chances that I missed, but I still shot 3 over. And the goal today is, if we play smart golf, can we shoot even? Can we break par? Or are we gonna put ourselves in a worse position because we're further back, we're taking longer iron shots? Or, you know, I just wanted to test smart golf versus dumb golf. Anyway, 130, this is a perfect pitching wedge. It is a little bit downhill, but the goal, pin center of the green, let's just go center of the green, pretty much at the pin, a little bit of wind. It's just gonna be, I'm not gonna give this everything. Feel like the downhill and the wind's gonna carry it a little bit. So yeah, we're just gonna hit a nice smooth pitching wedge and see what happens. Oh, I've chunked that a little bit, but that's kind of, yeah, it's got the bounce of the hill. It's a pretty good miss. We should have a chip in possibility there, but yeah. Today is, I'm gonna speak through all my shots, give you different conditions, and maybe you learn a thing, or maybe you guys can comment, hey Oscar, you need to be doing this when you're in this situation. But the goal today is to speak through all the shots, give you different reads on, like, you know, if you're into the grain or the grass grain's against you. Just, you know, try spread the knowledge. All right, let's get amongst it, guys. So we've got our third shot here on the edge of the green. I know if I hit my pitching wedge little bump and run shot, I know I'm gonna be able to get this closest. If I want to hit my 56, like my little sand wedge, it's going to look prettier and it's going to feel cooler if it goes in, but statistically speaking, I can hit this a lot closer. The grain's pointing towards the green, so I'm not going to have to swing any harder than I would to, because the club's just going to brush across it. It's not fighting against the grain. And a lot of people don't look at that. For the most part, I don't, but it does make, especially when it comes to chipping, and you've got like a smaller chip, it's going to come into play, because you're either going to decelerate, get caught up and you're going to chunk it 2 feet, or you know, you might be swinging a bit too hard because you think, oh, this grass is a bit longer, and then you're going to send it past. But looking at the green as well, it's sloping a little bit left to right, so I'm just gonna, the goal is to get this one close. If it goes in, that's a bonus, but leave ourselves a par opportunity. Let's get amongst it, guys. So what I'm doing, back of the stance, hands down the shaft, and I'm just doing a putting stroke, rocking the shoulders. Oh, how good would that have been if that went in? Would have felt like a pro, but I'm not. All right, I'm gonna pick you up and move you closer. All right, we've got about a 3-4 foot putt here. I've just realized I didn't warm up my putting, but usually I'm pretty confident over the ball. We're just gonna line this one up. Left side of the flag stick, kind of just inside left edge. That kind of empty void between the left side of the cup and the flag. Nice confident stroke. If I feel our backstroke is yippy, like if it's coming to the side or coming under or over, do the old Tiger Woods and just stop yourself. It's easier said than done there. Perfect. All right, par off the start, smart golf. Yeah, get on to the next. All right, guys, second hole, the 11th, is the par 5, the kind of lightning bolt one, about 420 meters. Once again, the ego play is just never gonna work here. Like, if you clear that tree, you're gonna have so much speed and so much power that you're gonna leave yourself in a worse second shot. And if you don't bomb it great, you're gonna be stuck in the trees. So 4 irons to play. We're just aiming anywhere straight down that fairway. My 4-iron, not to get in my own head, but it wasn't the best on the range just before. So I'm gonna start this one, out of here B. I'm gonna start this at that tree and it's gonna hopefully come around center fairway again. Yeah, laid in center fairway. It's rolled up a little bit. It's gonna be prime time. Didn't strike that the best. As you probably heard, it sounded a bit clunky, but hey, it'll work. It was a smart play, center of the fairway. This is like the one fairway that I can consistently hit, but I think it's just for the fact that I usually hit iron off the tee. So that shows you, if you want to hit fairways, put the ego aside. All right, second shot, we're 220 out. I can't see like the alignment stick, but we know where the hole is. This should be my little 2 hybrid, but let's go 4-iron again and just get it close and then leave us with a chip on. Oh, get through those. Yeah, I've pulled that a little bit left. It's cleared those trees. It's actually got through, just hit the leaves. And our third approach shot is gonna be that 100-meter shot from last time. Just go check it out. Wasn't the best shot, clipped the tree, but it stayed straight. So we're still, I don't know, I feel like this isn't really fairway anymore. I'd say this is more rough, but the rough is pretty much the same as the fairway. Firm ground, and we're about 110-ish out. Couldn't really get an accurate scan on the flag, and it's really hard to see, but it's just on the back of the green in that shade. So I'm just gonna smooth a 50 degree, just try to hit it like 105, 110 shot. A little bit of a baby fade, kind of baby cut. I think that may have flew the green. I thought that was going to be landing center of the green, but I can't see it. All right, let's go find my ball. You got to always say hi to the locals on your way to the green. Look at the little baby Joey, or the Joey, and look at that big mother trucker. You will not want to get on the wrong side of him. He will stuff you up. All right, guys, I hope you can see me. The camera's on a bit of a weird angle. Ball's here, pins at the back of the green. I think I've just kind of cleared it, hit the down slope, and it's just rolled out. But what's that? 1 to there, 2 to there, 3 to here. Back on for 4. If we can get this close, we've still got our par chance. The goal here is to get it above the slope, but since that pin's quite close and the green rolls that way, I kind of want to land it on like the top middle of the hole, top middle of that hill, and hopefully it just trickles towards the hole and kind of stays there. Out of this kind of roughy stuff, it's quite hard. So we're just gonna take the 56 and then just like a nice little chippy shot, not think about it too much. Oh. That came out low and fast. It was the right landing spot, but it was the wrong angle of attack. If that came up higher, it would have worked out, but it came out low and fast. So we're gonna have a long par putt back up towards the hole. All right, good thing to do if you hit past the hole, like from where you're chipping, is just watch how the ball's rolling past the hole. So I know it's rolling downhill, I could see that, but I also noticed there's a little bit of right to left, but now when I look at it this way, it's gonna be left to right. So even if you have a bad shot, you can still learn from it. What I can see now is it's left to right at the start, and then when it gets closer to the hole, it's a little bit right to left. Like, I'd love to make this putt and stay even, but the main goal is to not 3-putt. So if I can 2-putt, perfect. If I can 1-putt, brilliant. Kind of reading this with a grain of salt. I'm honestly gonna aim pretty straight at it. Start at left side just so this initial hill keeps it on that straight line. And then by the time it gets to that second turn, might have a chance. Don't know the speeds yet, but we'll give this a nudge. Oh, I haven't hit it hard enough. That's a pretty good line. That was coming back around. The end of the putt, as the ball came to rest, it kind of like fell a little bit left, meaning we're still on that kind of right to left slope. Start this one right edge, and I think that's going to be enough just to keep it on line to the hole. Like I said, don't want a 3-putt. So now I've actually got to get it to the hole to give it a chance. This is a horrible, horrible opportunity from there. Kind of got lucky there. Bit of a yippy putt, but the line was good, the speed was good enough just to hold it up and let it trickle in on that left edge. Third hole, 12th, par 3, tucked pin behind that bunker. We know this bunker's we know this green's quite big, but it's also quite curvy. The goal here, not really pin seek. We don't want to go in the bunker, but if we want to go at the pin, we're going to have to kind of go over that left edge. We know it slopes this way, so if we land it center of the green, if it's going to roll out, should roll towards the pin. So the goal here, I've got a 9-iron in hand. It's a soft 9, but to clear that bunker is about 125. So if I hit a full pitching wedge and I chunk it a little bit short, there's a chance it goes in the bunker. 9-iron, a little bit soft. Try hit it about 135 is the goal. A little bit of a baby cut will chew up some of that distance as well. Oh, I've struck it beautifully, but it stayed straight. Like that stayed dead straight. So we're going to be in a little bit of trouble for our second shot. Second shot here, golf is as much a mental game as it is like a skill game. You start getting in your head, you start playing bad. You know, sometimes hit a bad shot like this, you got to look for a silver lining. My silver lining is, in terms of distance control, I was pretty much spot on. Like this was center of the green. Pretty sure I've come through these trees here, so this would have been perfect distance, but you always got to focus about your next shot. So our next shot here, we just need to get this one up over that little ridge onto the green to give us a chance. Ball's in the front of my stance a little bit here, and then my weight's going to be on my front foot. That's perfect. Landed top of the hill, rolled out kind of pin high. The line wasn't perfect, just kind of got a kick right off the hill, which I should have expected, but hey, it's a tricky shot either way, so you got to look at the positives. Look how beautiful this green looks with the sun, the trees in the background. Enough staring at the nature. Let's look at the shot. Uphill, and I can visibly see that the left side of the cup's lower than the right side. So therefore that means it's a right to left putt. I can also see that most of the green is on this kind of like same contour. So the whole way that this putt's rolling towards the hole, it's going to be turning right to left. I hate missing putts low. Like I hate underreading putts. I'd rather overread it, because then if you don't have the correct pace, the ball's going to roll more. So the slower the ball's going, the more it's going to get affected by the curve or the rolls to the green, the contours. Basing on my past putts, I've been putting everything short. So this is our par putt here. So I want to get it to the hole to give it a chance. 100% of putts that you leave short are never going to go in. However, there's always a chance that every putt that goes past the hole has a chance of going in. So let's get it to the hole, give it a chance. All right, overread it, but that's all right. Tap and bogey. Can't be angry from a shit tee shot, let's be real. All right, so we're 2 over through 3. Hello birds. And by this point you might be going, last time I think I was even or 1 over through 3 or 4. And you might be going, it looks like playing sensible golf isn't actually working out. But trust the process. I've just had 2 unlucky shots which have cost me a bogey that I couldn't recover from. Anyway, taking the driver out and we're going to cut a corner. You might be going, that's not very sensible. Here's the thing. I look at my miss here, my miss is always right. I've got a lot of space right, and if I do bang this over those trees, it's going to give me a good opportunity. If I let one flare out right, I'm still going to have a good opportunity from fairway or rough. I'm aiming to cross the line and land kind of left side of the fairway, because that's my kind of distance. And if I miss right, I'm still going to be roughly fairway and I'm still going to have a shot. I'm also going to move my ball as far right as possible, just so I've got the most kind of space over. All right, don't have to hit this one hard, just have to hit it good and let the club do the work. All right, that stayed straight, didn't really cut the trees, but that should be still center fairway. I don't think I hit long through that bend, so we'll go check it out. Hopefully it's still center fairway. Okay, we've ended up in a good spot, not on the fairway, but I mean, if we did cut that tree line like we wanted to, we'd probably be somewhere over there with a 30-meter shot, 40-meter shot onto the green. However, we came a little bit more straight than we wanted to. We didn't miss right, and it's rolled out nicely. So we've got 65 meters from this rough, nice green, fluffy rough. So no problem getting under the ball. We've got 65 meters. I kind of roughly know my distances, so I'm feeling pretty confident over this one. 65 meters, green's flat, so we can just let it run out, aim at the pin pretty much. All right, let's give it a go. See, that's what we call in this situation a shit shot. Too confident, not thinking about it enough. I haven't hit it nicely, but I mean, we're there for 2. Next shot's a birdie opportunity. It's pretty straight. Let's give it a go. Okay guys, we're not technically on the green yet, We're still a metre short. We're here for 2. It's a par 4, so I've got 2 shots to get it as close to that hole as possible. What I'm thinking about right now is what's going to be the easiest. I probably should putt this, but I'm putting over this kind of like little ridge here, and there's a little bit of turn on the first half of this putt. So I'm confident with my little bump and runs with the pitching wedge. So by taking this shot, I'm essentially eliminating all the turn in the first half. The main thing I need to worry about now is distance control and what that last half of the putt's doing. It's turning a little bit right to left. So my head, I'm aiming just outside the pin, and just distance control is the main thing. Set myself up with a nice little easy par putt. That's come out quite hot, but that's pin high. That's perfect. Didn't turn like I wanted it to, but that's literally pin high distance. Okay, so we're about 4 foot. 50, how many inches is 56 inches? How many inches is 56 inches? Be 56 inches, Oscar. Par putt here, pretty easy. No need to think about it too much. There's a little bit of turn right to left, but so much so that I just hit a firm one at the right side of that flag stick. It's going in. Can leave the flag stick in when you putt. Statistically speaking, more putts go in with the flag stick in than out. I saw it on Instagram reel, so don't fact check me on that. Straight at the hole, nice confident stroke. Bang, money every day. All right, par, playing sensible golf. Let's go. 4th hole, 14th hole, dog leg left. It's playing about 330 from where the tees are. And here's a little one. Here's a little one. So we've got a dog leg left, and I want to clear the trees. And you're thinking, Oscar, is that smart golf? Here's the reason I'm justifying it as smart golf. To get to that kind of clearing there, where it's going to give me a second shot in, I need to hit it over 200 meters. That's my 4-iron, but I haven't been hitting my 4-iron very well. If I flare my 4-iron right, it's in the trees. If I hit it under 200 meters, it's going to give me a tricky kind of second shot in. So if I'm aiming left, my miss right is still going to be fairway. It might roll long, but then at least I'm coming back towards the hole is my justification. The line here, over those trees, and yeah, get it off the ground. All right, let's give this a nudge. Into the wind slightly. Doesn't matter when you bomb drives like me. Oh, please don't jinx myself. Yeah, that's going to be money if it's not along over into the second set of trees. It started left and it came down kind of like on the edge, so I'm hoping at center, but if you notice there, I kind of leant off on my backswing, and usually when I lean off it goes right. You want to keep your weight on the front foot, especially on your follow through. Like you shift your weight on the back and you follow through, impact the ball, weight on your front. And for me, that's what my swing thought is when I want to keep it straight. But I didn't do it there, but we should still be good. See you in a bit. Perfect, guys. I've absolutely smoked that drive, leaving myself with a nice little 50 meter second shot. Make sure your grooves are clean, especially in your wedges and things. Having clean grooves does actually affect it. All right, so once again, that's the fairway marking line that's printed on, but as you can see, the grass is the exact same pretty much. All right, quite tight, firm ground, so we're gonna have to clip this nice. 50 meters-ish, 56 in hand. Don't have to worry about the grass too much, just need to clip it nice. Perfect. That's rolling out towards the hole. That looks very close. I think it is short from this, but from this angle it looks very close. Here for 2, par 4, so birdie opportunity. Always when you're walking up to your ball, walk behind it or walk on the other side of it, just to kind of like pre-scout your kind of line. So as I was walking up to this one, it looked pretty much dead straight. What's this, maybe 12 foot, 14 foot. So it is makeable, especially since it's straight. For a birdie would be very nice. Just need to think about my putting today. Most of it's been short, so as long as I consciously think about getting the ball to the hole, give it a chance. All right, how are we feeling about that line? Yeah, give it a nudge. Ooh, just missed outside the cup. But tap and par, we take those. We take them. On to the next. Sixth hole, 15th hole. Par 4, big dogleg right, and I'm at a bit of a crossroads. 200 meters to clear the fairway, or like 200 meters run out is going to be over the edge of the fairway. But if I hit it 200, then I've got about a 130 shot into the green, or I clear the trees. There's kangaroos in my target line for like 190, and I don't really want to hit a kangaroo. I don't really want to lose my ball to a kangaroo. Now that I'm thinking of it, if I clear these trees, I can go long into the other trees, because that's happened before. Subconsciously unwrap that, but let's tee this down, put our ball back onto it. I've got 5-iron in hand, so if I had a smooth one, it's going to go 170, 180-ish, I think. It's going to go enough to give myself a second shot in, is what I'm trying to say. All right, so it's not going to be a full one. Just need to focus on form, smooth backswing, nice club path, and yeah. That's what you call sunblock hands. That's why sometimes you wear a glove. I've hit that one left into the trees. It hasn't gone very far. I'm gonna hit a provisional, but I think we might be hitting 3 from the tee here. That ball might be gone. There's an argument to be made here that if I hit drive off this tee, I would have never lost my ball left, probably maybe lost it long. But let's dry the hands out, put a glove on. No, I'm not that smart. 3 from the tee if I don't find that first ball. So provisional for now. Why couldn't I have done that the first time? Just a little left again, I've hit it off the toe. But it's definitely findable. All right, I'm gonna try find my first, so it's not 3 from the tee. Holy shit, that's hot. All right, so I was just driving up to where I thought my ball went in, and I found a ball on the ground, and it is my ball. So it's obviously hit this tree from that tee there and kicked down. I'm gonna see if I zoom in on the edit, if I can see the ball coming down and rolling out, just so you guys don't think I'm lying. However, we've still got no angle in. The pin's kind of through here, the green's kind of through here. I'm gonna aim for about there. Might even try to get tricky with this one, but let me scan it so I know my distances. All right, so the goal here is, since I naturally can hit a little slingy cut, slingy fade, I'm gonna aim straight from where I pointed, but if I give it enough beans, it's gonna come around that corner, is the goal. There is a bunker about 200 meters out. I think I've got the best chance with this, but I usually hit it with this, the 4-iron. But if I just kind of, the only problem if this stays straight, so I'm gonna grip down on it, and I kind of wanna purposely come across the ball, just to add that little bit of right turn on it. All right, see if we can hit a little tiger shot here. Oh yeah, keep coming. Keep coming. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's money. It's not as close as I want it to be, but from there we should have maybe 60 meters in. All right, let's go find my provisional, because balls are expensive in this day and age. Okay, so we've kind of pulled off that little recovery shot. We're about 60 meters out, really firm, tough ground. I'd almost be tempted to putt this, but I don't want to get roasted. Our ball's kind of in like a little bit of a, like a divot. Oh, this is gonna be hard. I'm gonna have to clip this really nicely. I should putt this. Should even just bump and run it. 65 meters, I'm feeling confident. Just hit a nice shot. 60 meters, 65, 50. Uh-oh, don't go long. Oh, I landed right next to the pin, and that's, I think that's still just held up on the back of the green, but that's not even a divot, bro. That's just turned into dust. Shit, that was the money. That was the distance. I just didn't spin. Oh well. We're here for 3. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. This is a tricky par save. I think I've got to putt this. I really want to chip this in. This would be so chip-inable. But it would have to be like a perfect chip where there's a bit of turn in this. I think I'd start this high, trickle it down to the hole with the putter. You can't actually line your ball up when you're not on the green. Sure, I'm not playing in a competition, so I could, but we're playing locked in. So locked in means no cheating as well. All right, let's start. This is a little brown spot here. I honestly think that's my line, but that's quite high. Come on, Oscar, save this par putt. Yeah, there's a whole lot of turn on this first hill. I think that is the line. Please be a miracle. Stay up. Oh! I thought that was going in. That was turning down the whole way. And then that last foot just stayed straight. Oh, it's turning so nicely. Then just stayed straight. I would move the camera, but oh, that would have been a miracle par save. But bogey. Really thought I'd save that. I really thought that putt was going in. But we're 3 over now. 3 holes to play, 16, 17, 18. 3 holes to play, 3 over. We've got a par 3 here, par 5 next, and a par 4 on the last. Yardage for this one's about kind of like that one, just over 130 mark, 135-ish, 134, pins at the front of the green. We're elevated tees, so it's playing like a metre downhill, maybe like half a metre. I've got pitching wedge in hand. I'm gonna go aggressive at this. The pin's somewhat centre, so yeah, just need to hit a good pitching wedge shot. Try to give ourselves a good birdie putt. That was an ugly swing. That's come around far right. Oh, it spun back as well. Spun back off that front of the green, so it's short and right. Oh well. We move, we chip in. 20 bucks if I chip in. Should have probably clubbed up and hit a nice 9-iron, but it wasn't the shot that I was wanting. All right, stop feeling deflated. I told you I was gonna chip in, so I'm gonna chip this in. I don't have a lot of green to work with, so I don't think the bump and run's the play. But I think if I just puff it up in the air, it's gonna go about this high. It's gonna land here. It's gonna curve a little bit right. It's gonna roll in the hole. And if I chip it in, you owe me 20 bucks. Not every single one of you just won here, or 20 of you won one time. I do actually want to do a giveaway at some stage. I reckon if we hit 100 subscribers, give away some either like golf apparel or golf gear, or just cash. Bug, please get off my ball. All right, lock in for this chip. What's the grass doing? Holding the ball up. It's going to come out quite nice. It's teed up for me pretty much. Yeah, get it to my landing zone. Nice little chip. Slam dunk. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Manifest that shit, baby. Take a photo of that, hang it on your blimmin' wall. What a little chip and birdie. Oh, you good thing. That's the momentum we needed, baby. That's the momentum. I'll take 20 bucks, thank you very much. All right, so these guys just heard about my chipping on the last hole. So they wanna, oh my God, that's where I wanna put my camera, bro. They saw my chipping, so they've come to watch me. These guys do not give a shit about me. I do not want to turn my back to them. All right, that's the angle you're getting. I hope you can see me. 17th hole, after a beautiful little chip in. Granted, the shot that I described here wasn't the shot that went in, but it went in. So we'll take those. All right, 17th, dog leg right, it's par 5. We can get aggressive on this one. I don't know how well this camera angle looks, but there is 4 huge kangaroos with 8 even bigger testicles hanging around, and a little joey, and a female. All right, confidence is through the roof. Don't let it go to the ego. Nice, good shot. Let's chase a birdie. Oh, that's money. That's so good. I leant off it and it went right, but dog leg right. That is the smart miss. All right, let's get away from these fucking behemoths. Second shot here, guys. About a 140 out. Brilliant drive. We've cut that whole corner. So the goal here now, so if we get on the green in 2, then that's an eagle putt. If we get on the green in 3, still a birdie putt. But we're 140 out. Just notice we're slightly into the wind here. But if we can get on in 2, eagle putt. Believe I'm 2 over at the moment. But as long as we just play good golf, we had a little 140 shot. Let's keep this momentum going. Oh, not the best shot, but should be on the green. Yeah, We're either just on the green or just short, but we're there for 2. We're next to the green on a par 5 for 2. Get your money up, not your funny up. It's not even the right saying. I need to remember the concept of this video. We're playing smart golf. I'm trying to give you insights into what I'm thinking. But here's the thing, what if I'm not smart? Then my insights would be dumb. Therefore, me thinking I'm smart is actually just dumb shots. So here's the play here. You should putt this. I'm telling you guys to putt this. But imagine 2 chip-ins in a row. Chip and birdie, chip and eagle. That'd be phenomenal, right? All right, I'm looking at this chip and it's not as straight as I was thinking it was. Should I putt this? Potentially. Does my ego say, chip this? Yes. All right guys, new video concept. We're playing ego golf. I'm actually schizophrenic and bipolar, so that means I can change it. I'm not schizophrenic or bipolar, just a little bit autistic. Anyway, I'm overthinking this too much now. Should I putt this? Nah. Should I chip this? Yes. So, ball's teed up nicely. Nice fluffy rough. It's not giving too much resistance to the club. The slope, right to left-ish, touch uphill, but like not enough to really matter. I'm gonna aim the club face and my feet aren't straight. I'm gonna aim the club face just right of the hole. And we're gonna chip this in. I'm gonna celebrate. Oh, probably should have putted that. Here's my justification of my shot. If I putted that, sure it was an eagle putt. If I chipped that, still an eagle chip. The chance of both of them going in was slim, but I felt more confident. I felt stupidly confident with the wedge. I probably would have felt more confident with the putter. Either way, that's in the past, we move on. So, birdie putt, let's line it up. This is pretty much dead straight. Well, I believe it is dead straight. Dead straight, birdie putt, easy. You can't overthink these ones too much. Keep your head up, kings and queens. That's 2 birdies in a row. We're on a hot streak. 18th is the last, I believe. This is 17th? I don't know. All right, lesson learned from this hole. No matter, I don't know. I don't have any wisdom at the moment, except just be confident in yourself. Okay, you beautiful humans. We're on the last hole, 2 birdies. So should be 1 over. Scorecard saying I'm even, but it also auto inputs your scores, and I don't think it counted one of those bogeys that I got. So 1 over, coming up to the last. Hole's playing long today. It's about 340, par 4, dead straight. The trees are kind of trouble, but realistically, I think you actually clear the trees. Oh, Oscar Moore, I love you so much. That's still in the air. That's center fairway. And I've snapped my tee. That's the momentum you need going to the last. So I'm going to tell you how far I am to the hole, and you're going to think I'm a massive pussy, but that was a bomb drive. So I'm still 100 meters out, so it was only 240, but it was quite high, a little spinny in the air. And I'm just going to tell you that there was heaps of wind when I hit it as well. But 100 meters, this is a soft 50, or like not a full 50, maybe like 80–85%. Oh, I've got under it. That's oh, it's kicked off that hill. Oh, you know when you hit a great drive and you should your follow-up shots are shocking? It's not shocking, but it's pretty bad. Oh. In terms of distance, it probably was a 100-meter shot. The flag was scanned 104. That was from the cart. So actually, no, it's probably gone like 95. I thought it landed here and kicked left, but I think it landed there and kicked here. Anyway, we've got our 3rd shot now, downhill with the wedge, so it's going to come out a little bit hot. Green's kind of sloping left to right, so I'm going to start this a little bit right of the hole. Oh, please just par this, Oscar. Or go in. Or go in. Oh, I'm gonna bring you with me. All right, so the last time I played this hole, I had a little tap in and I missed it. But this time, oh shit, that's not actually as close as I thought it was. I don't miss them again. All right, par finish. I believe that's 1 over. I'm gonna bring you back into the sun and I will give you a little debrief. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Scorecard saying 36, which is even, but I'm pretty sure it didn't record one of those bogeys, so I'm pretty sure I'm 1 over. Feel like I am 1 over. All right, smart golf versus ego golf. Quick pros and cons. Smart golf is definitely smart to play smart, but you can play ego smart. What that means is you can cut corners if you're feeling confident. The smart golf is choosing when to put clubs away, when to hit putter off the green, when to hit your chip shots. It's so much fun to hit like a 56 degree or a 60 degree kind of like up and down little chip shot, but sometimes the bump and run is the play. But yeah, I think today, I played good golf. Last time when I played worse golf, I think my recovery shots were better than today. I think I was a bit confident coming in off the range. I was hitting everything straight and then everything was starting to go right. I don't know why that is. It's probably my club path, it's probably my weight, but that's something that I'm gonna work on in the future. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the support. I think we're over 60 subscribers now. At 100 subscribers, I wanna do a little giveaway. I've also got some videos planned. I'm going back to NZ next week, so there might not be one posted for next week. I might try to squeeze around in early and try to get it edited up. I'm playing tomorrow with a mate. But yeah, I want to do a fun round of like with the boys, kind of like maybe like a drinking game. I also want to play a round where it's like a random club wheel. So I'll spin the wheel each shot or each hole, and I've got to use that club for the whole hole, or each shot's different. So like tee shot might be my sandwich, and then my putt, I might have to use a putt or a driver, sorry. If you've got any ideas or suggestions, leave them in below. If you've got any constructive criticism or just criticism, please leave it below. If you don't like something about the editing, tell me about it. If you like something about the editing, tell me about it. Anyway, I love you, I appreciate you. Stay beautiful, stay humble. I'm rolling away. Peace out, homies. Love you.